Hello everyone, hello. Here we are, Shannon and Selomon doing a divine relationship bonding workshop here for our Patreon members.
Welcome to Patreon. We are so excited to have you here. And this is exciting. Workshops are something we wanted to offer more of to our community. So if you are here witnessing this, thank you for being here. Leave us a comment. Let us know if you have any questions and if there's anything you would like us to, touch on in future offerings. So we're really excited about this little workshop we're getting ready to lead for you.
What we're going to do is we're going to first start with a meditation to kind of set the space here. This is, about holding space for each other's divinity, so it's important to set that space. So we're going to meditate, and then we're going to do a few exercises, maybe give you some tips, and then we're going to do a little contact improv exercise that I am really excited about. So
yeah, but real quick, I just want to say that we're really proud of you for showing up and being here, hopefully together with a partner or a friend or someone that you want to bond with on a deeper level. It's really important to hold space and create activities that are fun, and this will create a memory for you, something you can reflect back on if you're having a rough time together, or also hopefully to give you tips on how to connect in a deeper way. We've connected in many different ways over the years. And I'm excited to talk about that. So we'll meditate first and then we'll dive into some discussion.
Now let's go ahead, let's get into our meditation, get comfortable, and just begin to breathe. Take a deep breath in here when you can, and an exhale, and just one more deep inhale, and exhale. And just begin to hold space for yourself, hold space for your partner, for your friend, whatever relationship you're working on here. And open up space, call in your divinity, call in any guides, but mainly call in your own divinity here right now. Remember that we're all divine beings. So calling in your divinity, feeling that, enter in now to this moment, into this space here that we're creating together. Your higher self, calling that in. And then hold space for your partner to call in their divinity. We're holding space for our divinity. We're holding space for our partner's divinity, our friend's divinity, whoever we're doing this with. And just begin to feel yourself becoming grounded here. Feel yourself really tuning in to that divinity. And remember that no matter what happens through our relationships, there's bound to be ups and downs, but taking this time right here is an important step to holding space. Holding space for your relationship. Holding space for your relationship to evolve and to grow. So give yourself a little pat on the back, give your partner a little mental pat on the back. Just hold gratitude for both of you being here right now. Maybe it's more than two or less than two even. That's okay. And then begin to come back now here gently. Feel your body. If you'd like, you can move your body in some kind of way right now. And just get that energy kind of flowing and moving. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back from the meditation and join myself and Shannon for the rest of the workshop.
Yay! Awesome. Thank you, CeeLo, for setting that space. And I invite you guys, if you feel called to, if you need to, get a journal or anything that helps you feel safe, but we want you to also be really open to communicating with your partner through this experience. Consent is a big thing in bonding and boundaries. So if something we suggest is out of your comfort zone, don't be afraid to, tell your partner you're not there yet. We're not going to do anything too invasive, but I just want to, make sure that everyone keeps in mind consent and boundaries are really powerful in the bonding experience, because sometimes somebody is really excited or more of a touchy person than others, and it's important to know what is best for you. So if you are looking for more discussion on divine relationships and how to evolve with them and navigate them and, just what is a divine relationship, we've actually done a series of discussions about this on the Bring Me to Life podcast. It's around episode 190, I think, before and after, around there. So if you can find episode 190, you're around the right space and Bring Me to Life land. And we've had some really good reflections in those discussions. And we welcome other questions that may come from this experience as well, so we can continue to grow this space. I do feel like I just want to share a little bit about some things I've reflected on with Silo and I's experience and how important bonding really is. So one of the reasons we wanted to hold this space and have a few activities at the end is finding something you can collaborate on or experience together is so powerful to the bonding experience. This morning I was, walking around my home and I caught a glimpse of a painting that Silo and I actually co-created together on one of our very, very first few days together. I believe maybe even the very first day. He had arrived here after a very long drive, and I get kind of nervous when I meet new people. So I had just rearranged my art studio and I happen to have a canvas. So while I was, introducing myself to him and a few of our friends that came, I grabbed a canvas and I just started painting because that's what made me feel comfortable. And within a few moments, Silo was intuitively being like, "Hey, do you care if I join you?" And I was like, "Sure, why not? You want to just paint on this canvas with me?" And we had a really unique and creative bonding experience. And we still have that painting. And sometimes I will add something to it if we've hit like a milestone or something monumental in our relationship so it can evolve with us. And the reason I bring that up is it's so powerful to have these different kind of little activities that you can share together and grow with together. Something that we've evolved into now is not just art do we create together, but we also create music. So sometimes I will grab my drum or he'll grab my drum and we'll take turns, making a rhythm or a melody on the drum and let the other person kind of conversate through the music. So there's all these fun little activities that you can participate in with your partner and really grow and evolve together. So I invite you to explore that and to, hold space for these little kind of date nights of sorts or date activities and rituals to help bring your bond stronger in a deeper way. And today we're going to also take some time to appreciate each other and maybe go back and forth a few times and share some of the things that we appreciate of each other, because that's really important too. Learning how to communicate what we do and don't like with our partners.
Beautiful. So do you think we should do that then next? Doing the appreciation back and forth?
Yeah, I think that, maybe that would help set the space for some of the more interactive portions.
Okay. So what I'll do here is I'll play a little song from my friend Heartworks called Love Ascending. And while we play the song, go ahead, face your partner, whatever you got to do to create a little balanced space between all of you. And while we play this song here, just take turns.
Yeah, while Silo gets the song though, take a breath, don't feel any pressure, and just think for a second. What are 3 things that you really appreciate about your partner?
Yeah.
And once you have those 3 things, just kind of like nod at your partner when they're ready, and you can begin to share these different things and go back and forth, take turns. What do you appreciate about your partner?
I appreciate you are so good at talking.
Thanks. I appreciate you holding this space so that others can, explore their thoughts too. We're just gonna have a little dance party so you guys can be in your space. And if you need to, you can pause this video and share this moment. dance with it. Maybe you love how your partner cooks. Maybe you love how your partner dances.
You love how I cook and dance?
Yeah, actually. I like when you cook a lot. And I like that you like similar music and that we can just dance and be silly. So yeah, just make eye contact with your partner for a moment and tell them, what do you appreciate about them? And we'll just hold space for it. I like how we both did that. If you run out of things to share, you just feel into the music with us too. Because we want to raise your vibration and just give you time to be silly and have fun with your partner. Like, why not? Why not?
Yeah, if you run out of words, try and do like the silliest movements that you can. Just tell each other you appreciate your dance moves. I appreciate your dance moves.
I used to be really afraid to dance, but I feel like you helped open that up a lot.
I'm doing some DNA here. DNA. We got about a minute and a half left to say anything you appreciate, to move your body in any kind of way, to dance with each other, whatever you feel like in this moment. Here we go.
Dancing is such a great way to like bond with each other. Because you're exchanging energy. Because you're in that person's bubble a little bit.
And am I too in your bubble?
No, I kind of like that.
Important to ask your partner, am I in your bubble too much?
That's important. All right. Take a deep breath and think of one more thing you really appreciate. What is something you appreciate the most about your partner?
How much you care about me.
How much you care about the world? You care about the world a lot. Alright, we've got a few more seconds here. You can go ahead and get more comfortable in your space if you need to.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's begin our calm down here.
Cooling it down.
Cooling down for a second. I have another song that will play here in a little bit.
Just a few more moments.
My armpits are sweaty, but my hands are chilly.
Okay, goodness, that was great. So, we are going to continue with some more like team building activities and discussion here. So, you know, finding that balance together is really key, and being able to share the things that bring us joy about each other is powerful. Now, you can also use that same practice to, you know, take a breath and share things that you would like to see maybe differently in your relationship. That's a practice Silo introduced into our relationship that has been really powerful, is that kind of sandwich effect of, I really love this, but you know, it'd be really cool if you showed some affection in this way, or you did this thing, but I also really love X, Y, or Z. So sandwiching that in there really helps, you know, integrate what you do love, so the person doesn't feel super targeted, like, oh, you hate the way I leave a dish in the sink after breakfast, but you love when I cook for you, kind of thing. So you gotta like sandwich those things, because then the person's like, they really like that I cook. I guess I could get better at, washing the dish really fast, or something like that. But then also holding space for the opposite person to share something they would like to see change. I think that's really important is, if you're gonna give criticism, be willing to, take it as well and hold space and not get angry. So that's a practice we like to do. We did it on like a full moon once, and it was really like illuminating to see, what we needed to work on. And I feel like we both evolved a lot from that discussion. There were some things at first that were a little bit of a sting, but once you get past the initial sting, you see where your partner is coming from often, and that they are rooting for you to improve and to be the best version of you. They're not always trying to get you to like change or be a certain way for them. Maybe they're just trying to comfortably point out something that could improve your well-being. Mm-hmm. So cool. I think that it would be good for us to, move to the balancing together portion. Do you want to lead that at all?
Yeah. So what we'll do here is, again, if you can face your person.
Should we stand for this? Or
let's start off sitting, and then we'll move to a standing position.
Okay. And if we don't stand, we might get on our knees so that you can like see us properly.
Well, I think we will stand, and I'll just move it.
Okay. We're gonna do our best here. All right. So how do we start?
Maybe we'll start off by bowing, or just blessing, or just honoring our person, and in whatever way, just like appreciate all of them right now here for a moment. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to put our hands together here. And what we'll do is we'll take turns balancing. So we're going to take turns giving and receiving, kind of pulling and pushing. So I'll go first, and I'll kind of lean into you. And then you take on my weight. And just kind of hold that for a second. And then you're going to push towards me. And I'm going to take on your weight. And just go back and forth a few times, just very gently. Holding each other's weight, balancing your push and your pull here.
And you're exchanging energy in this. When you touch somebody else's palms, the palms are one of the most powerful energy centers of exchange, other than maybe like our sexual organs. So by touching somebody's palms, you can exchange Reiki. Even if you are not fully trained in Reiki, there's like powerful energy that comes through these palms. You can almost feel it tingle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and don't be afraid to really lean into your person. If you can, lean into me. Yeah.
And this helps too sometimes if you're standing. So if you want to stand, you can stand.
We're going to move into standing, but first I wanted to get this basic thing here. What we're going to do is, this is going to evolve into a little contact improv. So if you guys want to stand now, I think if that's okay, we'll get into the contact.
Okay. Are we going to shake it out, or are we just getting up?
We will shake it out. If you guys want to hold your hands and keep this energy going, you can, and stand up. We're going to shake it out real quick. Just clear that energy, and then
get situated.
I'm going to stand up here. For those that don't know, contact improv is a little improvisation where you take turns where you have to have at least some kind of contact with your partner. So, and then you're going to like evolve that contact in some way where we got to be touching it somewhere on our body. And we take turns like pushing and pulling like we did with our hands. And that's a little example, okay? So I'm going to play this song here. And whatever movement comes to you, if you feel weird, you feel awkward, that's part of it. This is a building exercise. And when you feel awkward, that's when you're like growing and you're building a lot. So
you can ask your partner, like, is this okay? Is there anywhere that you don't want me to invade? That way you can try to navigate each other's bodies properly. Consent is key, but this is a really fun practice.
Yes. So I'm going to play this song here. It's only a few minutes, but really get into this contact improv. Whatever movement comes to you, just be sure to, consent and take turns leaning on your partner and letting your partner lean on you. So whatever movement comes to you, just let it flow.
And so start out with your hands if you need to. can maybe do the little push back and forth. It's almost like a different version of a trust ball. And then just kind of wiggle with it.
Being weird and awkward, that's part of it. This is contact improv, so whatever touch comes to you, you can do.
And you can like touch different parts of your body, so you can like put your butt up.
Lean on your partner. As long as you're, have that contact. That contact is the most important thing here. With consent, honoring your person's space.
And it's
We're
kind of
just getting
fun.
weird, yeah.
Yeah, like you just want to giggle with it and have fun.
And you can get low.
Get
One person
low.
can get low.
Whoop.
Just get weird with it,
Touch the face a little. Consent. Till I get a little weird.
Consensually.
And people do acro yoga. That's another way to do partnership. But this one's just kind of fun because somebody like me who's like kind of afraid to dance at first, this helps me like break out of that shell and just get kind of silly.
Really silly. We're getting really silly, It doesn't matter how we look. It doesn't matter if we're like messing up or anything. It's just a matter of as long as you're in contact with the other person, you're succeeding. You're doing a great job.
And you can dance with the music a little. And I think we've succeeded in like somehow staying connected and exchanging energy. And I don't know if you can tell, but like we're having a lot of fun. We got about 25 seconds left. Just keep it going.
25 seconds, I'm gonna hug her.
And we haven't gotten like invasive. Like, yeah, we've wiggled around, but
Haven't
it doesn't
touched her privates or anything.
It doesn't have to be sexual. It can just be silly.
All right, calm down. Let's calm down. Let's take a breath.
Out.
Shake it out. Shake it
Shake
out.
it out. All right, so that's the bulk of what we wanted to offer. We have a couple little things here to kind of end it out with, but we suggest that you do these fun little activities. Like, why not get silly and enjoy your partner's energy? All right, get back in here. And, that's how you find the balance together. You exchange energy, you have fun, you get silly, and you get a little vulnerable because...
It's very vulnerable.
Yeah, like, you feel a little weird, but it gets a lot of fun. It gets to be a lot of fun.
You get the energy moving, you start to feel that deep connection with your partner when you're just like, we're just going to not care what we look like.
Yeah.
We're just going to let it happen,
So I think we're going to end this out with a little bit of a commitment affirmation to end the workshop. Just kind of like looking into your partner's eyes and saying, I'm loving you as you are. Like, I am so grateful for you in unconditional love, and witness each other. Do a little eye gazing. And we're going to hold space for this for just a few moments. And then, if you're feeling the vibe, you want to dance together some more, check out the Bring Me to Life website, go to the radio section, put on a playlist, and just keep it going and flowing. We encourage you to have fun with this. And this is just a little introduction to get you going. Mm-hmm. So do some eye gazing here for a moment.
Play a song again for just a few minutes.
Just a few moments. And let your partner know, like, I'm loving you just as you are. And I am so grateful for you showing up in the world.
I love you for all of you, all of your ups and downs and your good times and your bad. I love you for all of you.
Thank you. And gazing into your partner's eyes, it lets you see a different part of their soul and just shows that you're witnessing them.
I am a witness to you.
Thanks. And I to you.
I am witnessing your brilliance.
Cecile and I are going to take 3 nice deep breaths here so that you can do the same.
Nonsense. You're asking us to believe in magic. Well, yes, this could seem like magic to you. No. make sense to. I don't have the power for
Beautiful.
explaining what has been happening.
So,
Especially out here.
is there anything else major you feel like guided to share here?
You know, I'll say enjoy the good times, appreciate the bad times, because the bad times and the hard times are when you grow a lot, and don't try to resist them or avoid them. Just really feel into them and appreciate them and honor them for the stepping stones, for the lessons that they provide, and try to do your best to hold space for your partner if they're going through a rough time. Hold space for yourself if you're going through a rough time, and continually remind each other and yourselves why you're in the relationship, why you love each other, and things like that.
I think that's really beautiful, really powerful.
Yeah.
I just want to thank you all for showing up and being a witness for your partner, for joining us here on Patreon and being a part of the Bring Me to Life community. We hope that you continue to be a patron here and find some useful content. Let us know what other kind of workshops or information you would like to connect with us on, and share this with a friend. Invite them to be a part of this community. We learn together, we grow together, and we're just so grateful for you. So yeah, you can check out more at bringmetolife.com. Check out the Divine Relationships podcast series. And if you are in the mood to dance with your partner now, go check out bringmetolife.com/radio. We have a lot of free high vibe music to help you keep this session going and growing. But until next time, I think it's time.
Stay awake
and shine on always.